Hey guys, Carlos Cortez here coming at you from Raleigh, North Carolina. I evacuated. I wanted to do a quick intro. Let you guys know I'm fine. Tampa got hit really bad with this manipulation of Milton, right? This man-made Milton. But I'm having technical difficulties for some reason. My laptop decided to die and it's not working. I'm hoping I can do my podcast this weekend. So I'm just doing this because I have a bunch of videos I want to show you of just pictures and videos of the actual area. And when I get back next week, I'm going to drive around town and show you exactly what is going down versus what's being reported with the storm, as I am in Tampa. But that storm was nasty. It took me about 18 hours to get to my parents' house in Raleigh. I'm in their basement right now, their little movie theater basement. But I'm just grateful for you guys. I will be going on Rumble and doing some lives. The traffic down to Tampa from Raleigh is going to be a nightmare. I remember with Hurricane Maria, it literally took me 27 hours just to get to Jacksonville. So I'm not looking forward to the traffic going down there, but I will have enough time to think and come up with some good content. But today I'm going to do a replay. I don't like doing replays, but this one is very important that you guys understand the color of your money. So watch this replay. Know that this is our covenant process. This is what you need to do to secure your retirement. They're going after your money. They're going after the gusto. I mean, this is it. This is what's happening. This is all planned. You guys know this. They manipulate the weather. They manipulate the markets. They manipulate our healthcare system. They'll manipulate the dollar. They'll manipulate anything to get a social credit score working. And there's some other things that are happening in Tampa that are bigger than what anything is being reported. The Hurricanes with Bill Gates and the Lightning's owner partnered to, with the whole green walking cities. That's a new thing, a green walking city. I'm going to be talking about that more in depthly since I am in Tampa. I'm in Oldsmar and been there for 20 something years. But I was on Stu just talking about this, as you guys know, talking about the hurricanes and people pulling out guns. It's total chaos. And this is what they want. They want chaos in order to control. That's how Satan works. They want chaos in order to control. And there is no order without chaos in the satanic realm. Pay attention to the color of money. At the end of the day, the basic summary of color money is, do you know what your color is? If you have money in the stock market, if you have money in real estate, Bitcoin, precious metals, crypto, these are assets that go up and down in value that have a ticker. That's red money. Well, a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt is in red money. Not that all red money is bad. I personally trade it. I personally lose money, gain money. It is a volatile environment. But a lot of people are walking around with red money trying to figure out what to do with their retirement. They don't even know what's going on. There's also green money, which I'm an expert in. Green money basically is secure in your retirement via safe money methods like insurance contracts. You hear things like family banking, infinite banking, private insured account. These are insurance contracts that don't invest in the stock market, that actually protects your principal. This podcast, this replay talks about green money. There's also yellow money, which is smart money. Yellow money is liquid. It's 100% accessible. You can get in and out all day, every day. But it is market-based, and you have these like backstops, tactical management that has drawdown protection. It is liquid. Sometimes they use stocks, sometimes they use ETFs, sometimes they use MLPs and options and futures and commodities, but it's smart money. It's what the big banks use to trade with the manipulations. So you want to have all three, but you want to have your retirement secured. So mainly in the green, but a little bit of red, a little bit of yellow. That's up to you to decide. So when you watch this replay, Think about what percentage you want in each bucket. And pretty soon we're going to be getting the America First Retirement Plan guide. We're going to have a guide that you can fill out. Hey, I have green. I have these assets in green. I have these assets in red. I have these assets in yellow. Fill it out. I'll call you. I'll personally call you, and we can have a discussion on how to transform your portfolio for the manipulation. They're going to try to get Kamala in. They're going to try to bring the social credit score. They're going to use more manipulation, more hurricanes, more cyber optic tracking, more financial resets, more chaos, unlimited border, unlimited border openness, whatever you want to call it. They're going to bring so much chaos and distraction. And it's funny how this hurricane came right when the P. Diddy list was fixing to come out. So we know this is a distraction. This is what they do. They can't assassinate President Trump. They can't literally take our guns away. They can't just do all these things. So what do? They pull the rabbit out of the hat, and they continuing to distract you in many, many ways, because all of Washington is pedophilia. I mean, at the end of the day, this is why the left and right, the two-party system, will never work, because it's part of the same bird. And so we are not bound by that. As believers in Christ Jesus, we know that our fight is not between flesh and blood, but rulers of darkness and principalities. So it's my prayer to you guys that you guys take this podcast, do a replay. If Mike has it available, go to americafirstretirementplan.com, download the guide, fill the worksheet out, send it in at info@cortezwm.com. We'll get that rolling, and I will start running phone calls early next week when I'm back. I'm not looking forward to getting in the car with 4 kids, man. It's going to be hellish. But I did get the car detailed for the wife, so at least the truck is clean. But yeah, just say prayers for me and my family. My house is okay. My neighbors are okay. We never lost power. By the goodness of God, we never lost power. Everything is fine. I have property in Orlando. That's fine. And I have another property in Oldsmar, rental property. That's fine too. They never lost power. We didn't get flooded out. We're a little bit in higher ground, like 10, 13 feet above ground. Actually, my old house is in Mike's weather page. So if you know Mike's weather page, you've probably seen him all over Facebook or the media. He's an independent conservative. I'm trying to get him on my show, and Stu wants him on his show. But he is my neighbor, and I'm trying to get him on so he can talk about the weather and how crazy it is. But anyways, God bless you guys. Enjoy the replay. And you can always book an appointment with us at cortezwm.com. Go to americafirstretirementplan.com to download that guide. Fill it out. Let us know what you have in red, yellow, and green. And email it back to us at info@cortezwm.com. Again, info@cortezwm.com. You can email me anytime. I'm very responsive. We're going to fill that out and get your retirement in check, because there's going to be a lot of problems coming in the stock market. The volatility index is creeping up, guys. The VIX is creeping up. And I can't wait to get in my charts from my laptop to work so that you can see our traders, our predictive scanners, everything that we're doing for our clients. But anyways, love you guys. I'm out, and enjoy the podcast. It wasn't too long ago we had the TARP, the Toxic Asset Relief Program. In 2008, I personally remember being a kid in the business and having Washington Mutual with over $300 billion just go belly up. Everything vanished, and they had an FDIC claim. But we've quick to find out that FDIC took their time to pay those bank depositors back. This was pre-bail-in. This was during the bailout era. So what I really wanted to discuss today was very just complete simple. The world of retirement, the world of Wall Street, the world of finances has gotten complicated and more complicated. And I've created a process over the years that literally has ability to decipher what is right and what is wrong. A very easy approach. After this podcast, you will not look at money the same. I promise you that. So just pay attention for the next few minutes here. And what I'm going to introduce you is the color of money and how powerful it can be. Now, the color of money approach is an approach that we adopted. We made it our own here at Cortez Wealth. But more importantly, it's going to protect you from the financial hurricanes that we are about to embrace. With a dollar going down like Zimbabwe, inflation uncontrollable, regardless of what Jerome Powell tries to do, and Yellen saying that she wants to bail out all these banks and not really have a plan for it. We're in for a huge financial storm, guys. And honestly, like our precious metals can only do so much. We have to be well more diversified than this. So today we're just simply going to talk about the color of money. The color of money is very powerful. If you can pull up this red graph here. Now, I want to speak on red money. If you've been following me for over a year, you've heard me talk about red money, green money, yellow money. And so this podcast is actually a revision of one I did last year. I didn't have the graphics. I didn't have the cool screen behind me or a new microphone. So I just wanted to remind you guys that the color of money literally is the whole essence. It's the foundation of the America First Retirement Plan. It's the whole foundation of why we've become successful as a financial advising firm. Now, keep in mind, my little disclosure here, I am securities licensed. I am a financial advisor. Anything that says today should not be construed as financial advice. And if you need financial advice, give us a call, 813-448-3446. Everything in this episode and future episodes should be for educational purposes only. So red money has characteristics. So if you have a sheet of paper, you definitely want to fold it like a trifold. And what you want to do is fold it. And then when you open it, you'll have 3 columns. And you can follow along with us if you'd like. And when you open up your sheet of paper, let me find a clean sheet of paper here. When you open up your sheet of paper, on the right-hand side, you're going to write red. Now, red money is money, if you can pull up the red money chart, money that has no guarantees, money that has no drawdown protections. It has unlimited losses, unlimited gains, a lot of A-share fees. So for you guys that have mutual funds, that is a money in the stock market, such as stocks, bonds, crypto, real estate, even precious metals is red money. Anything that goes up and down in value is red money. We also have variable annuities. Like variable annuities can be very tricky because they guarantee a certain rate, but that rate is not on your account value. It's on the insurance income account. That really isn't real money. It is just an income stream. You're basically reverse mortgaging your home when you have an income rider. I'll explain that in another podcast, but just know that if you have a variable annuity, you have red money. There's crazy amounts of fees associated with it. Typically, it's 3.65 to anywhere from 4.25. You have a mortality expense fee, a mutual fund fee, and a living benefit fee, as well as admin fee, sometimes a death benefit fee. If that's you, give us a call. We want to get you out of red money, 813-448-3446. But the characteristics of red money is simple. There's no guarantees. There's no drawdown protections. You have unlimited losses, unlimited gains. There's unknown fees. You have mutual funds, Unfortunately, a lot of 401ks and traditional IRAs are in the red money space. So when you have your 401k and IRAs, market goes down, you lose money. What to do? It causes FUD. And so what you need to know about red money is there's a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And we have this on our graphic here. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You're fearful because you don't have a plan. You're uncertain because the plan is not working, and doubtful because you don't have confidence in your current advisor. Or maybe he's vaccinated. Maybe he doesn't believe in what you believe in. Maybe he's you're not aligned with him politically or spiritually. This is a huge, huge thing. So what's crazy is that the big banks, they only play in red money space. As a former stockbroker, I only played in red money space. This is how I know this is in existence. And this is what 99% of America is in right now, is red money space. This is where there is a lot of corruption. There's a lot of bribery. When I was a stockbroker, literally, I would have these big companies, like you've heard them all. I'm not going to say them here. I'm not going to give them the time or day to mention them. They would pay for high-end steak dinners. They would pay, I don't even drink, but they would pay for $400 or $500 bottles of wine, take us out to dinner. They would take some of the guys out to strip clubs, never been into that. They would just spend a lot of money, and they were corporate representatives of these big banks. You've all heard of them, and I'm not here to say their names. I don't want to, and I don't want to deal with unnecessary damage control. So just know that in the red money space, there is a lot of blood money. There's a lot of Luciferian tactics. There's a lot of greed. Unfortunately, every single 401k and IRA that I've seen is still in red money. Mutual funds, it's in stocks and bonds. Even your real estate IRA, it has no principal protection. So, who operates in fear? Who operates in fear, guys? Where's your peace, love, and sound mind? For I have not given you the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. When people call frantic and they're scared, it's because they're in red money. 90% of the time, 95% of the time, they're in red money. They have no plan. They have no insurance contract law. They don't even have precious metals. They have all their money in the bank. They're scared. They're listening to people that are not even licensed professionals. They're filling their head with just garbage. And they're clinging on to their money like if it's their lifeline. Guys, the whole point is that we have to trust God and what he says in the Bible. If he can provide for the birds in the airs and the lilies in the field, are we not better than those? And we are his children. How much could he provide for us? So red money is literally a spirit of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So in the middle of your page, with your trifold, there is something called green money. If you can put the green money chart, this account is an insurance account. It's a safe money account. It has guarantees on your principal. By the way, there's been over 435 banks from 2008 all the way up to 2014. 435 banks have been belly up. Insurance companies, over the most historical, monumental financial meltdown we've had in 2008, there's only been 2 or 3 that have been belly up, and they have been reinsured. AIG didn't go belly up. It was their derivatives department. And so when you have a safe money company go belly up, an insurance company, it's extremely rare because of the mandatory reserve requirements they're supposed to have. Well, what if the dollar crashes, Carlos? That's a great question. I would rather you have insurance on your money and contracts and have all these attorneys backing you up for a financial type of reset. An insurance company has to protect your money for equal or greater value. Tell me where that contract law is on your stocks or your bonds or even your precious metals. And I have them. I'm not saying I don't disbelieve them, but I do have them. And we recommend Cornerstone. Like, they're a good group of guys. They're patriots. They're God-fearing people. 99% chance they will smoke any other price that you get off of whoever gold dealer or silver dealer that you're working with. Call them at 888-747-3309. They're great people, and they're God-fearing people. They're honest people. Do business with them. We love them over here at Cortez. I want you guys to save money when buying your precious metals. And there's a lot of gold and precious metals dealers that are just ripping people off. So get everything in writing. Get everything in writing if you are buying precious metals. And contact Cornerstone if you want a second opinion, or you can call us at 813-448-3446. We'll personally talk to you, vouch for them, and honestly give us give you our honest opinion. So with red money, the only thing I like for 2023 is silver. Now, just know that silver is priced right now. It's gone up. It had its great month this month. I'm recording this April 10th of 2023. So if you watch this a year from now, just know that silver is around $24 an ounce. And it's a great hedge of what is about to happen. It could go to $80, $90. It could go to $35 in the next few weeks. As these woke companies try to take over America, as the Belt Line Road Initiative in China and Russia connect, and they're trying to get rid of the US dollar in their circulation, you're going to see silver go up. However, it's not insurance. It's not insurance on your money. You don't have a written contract. All right. And if the dollar does crash, let's just say the quantum financial system is real, and let's just say they're right. Then your silver would be most ideal. Gold is a tier 1 currency. The government could call it back. They could call it back. And the worst place to store it is in a safe depository box at your bank. Because if the bank goes belly up, they also have rights to your safe deposit boxes. It's their property. By the way, the bank won't even be there if they go belly up. So don't keep it at your bank. There's smarter places to keep it, like your gun safe or underneath your bed or your closet. Or if you're like my grandmother, she had a German Shepherd and she kept all her money in a shoebox underneath the bed. No one ever walked into that bedroom. So sometimes old school is the best technique, right? So what I want to talk about safe money here is that this account has guarantees. Yes, there are some cash value life insurance that is considered safe money. I don't really like whole life. It is better than most. Whole life is going to get you CD like rates of return, with inflation being a gazillion percent like Zimbabwe. No, I'm exaggerating, but with inflation being at 8 or 9%, the whole life policies do not even keep up with inflation. So you lose money in a tax-free bucket. But what we do like about safe money, it's only designed for money that you want to keep long-term, safe, vaulted, insured, and everything. It's funny. We have insurance on our phones. We have insurance on our cars, our health, our life, our dogs. Heck, Jennifer Lopez has insurance on her butt. Dolly Parton has insurance on her boobs. David Beckham has insurance on his ankles. The list goes on. But where's insurance on your money? FDIC is not insurance on your money. You need insurance contract law protecting your money going into this Luciferian takeover that we have. Not only that, but with companies that honor God, country, and family.
A minus and B plus companies that have been around in existence for over 50 years. They're located here in good old boy America, and they have American values, and they don't outsource their call centers to the BRICS. So Safe Money, the cool part about Safe Money is that you have a guarantee on funds. This is the only place I can say the word guarantee. I can't say any other word when I'm dealing with securities. As a security licensed professional, I can't use the word guarantee, but I could use it when it comes to the context of the guarantees of the insurance company. So you want to go with the strong company, but not like the strongest company, because the strongest companies, what they do is they have a lot of hidden fees, and they will advertise on a Super Bowl and they charge you fees, and sometimes they're unknown. And depending on your state could have additional fees, different products that have fees. So be very, very careful with that. No market losses ever. And the contracts typically there's some free contracts, but there are contracts that do have a 1% fee, 1.25% fee. Those are still great, because a lot of them, they will actually give you multipliers. So as you're indexing your account, and let's just say the index does 5%, they would actually, if you're paying a fee, would give you 10%, because their times 2. So they have these multipliers built into these indices. They're great for long-term money, great for IRA money, great for protection if there is a financial reset, great for a bond alternative. People tend to go to bonds, but bonds are red money, and bonds have been depleted over the past year, over 30%. Long-term bonds specifically. Short-term treasuries are the safest bet right now when it comes to liquid assets, creating a 4 or 5% rate of return for you and your household and keeping it liquid. However, this is safe money. Whatever money that you want long-term to be established, and make an average of 5 to 10% annually, 5 to 9%, I would say. That is for safe money. And there's really nothing to it. The only bad part about safe money is you only have access to 10% a year. Typically, after the first year, you have access to 10%. But your money should double within 5 to 7 years, depending on the strategies we elect for you. Some have fees, some have lower fees. But you also want to find an insurance company that guarantees their rates. They want to guarantee their rates. So if they have these multipliers, I want those insurance companies to guarantee those multipliers for X amount of time. The other downside is there's typically a time commitment. With safe money, 5 years, you only have access to 10%. But in 5 years, you have the huge opportunity of possibly doubling your money. And there's a 10-year contract that we like, offers a bonus. You still have access to 10% a year. Your money could literally double as well in 5 to 7 years inside of that 10-year contract. After that 10th year, you can re-up it. You can do whatever you want. It's fully liquid, 100% of it. But each and every year that you have it, you still always have access to 10% a year. Great for income if you're trying to get an income, or if you're just trying to just protect your money from Wall Street and have insurance on it, then that is huge. A lot of our clients, honestly, will just have safe money and precious metals, safe money and precious metals, safe money and precious metals. And I honestly believe that you will be fine regardless of what the world throws at you. If you have precious metals, dollar crashes, boom, you just made a ton of money if you sell it. Or if the world says, we're going to keep the dollar, but the government's in your pockets more, and you have the JP Morgan guy, Diamond, or whatever his name is. I think it's spelled Dimon. Daimon? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm butchering his Luciferian name. But they want to take your land. I was just reading that right now. They want to take your land for green energy. So there goes your silver. You can't have green energy without silver, guys. So you have your silver and you have your insurance contract. Tell me a better plan than that, other than buying ammo. That's another form of precious metals, by the way. Tell me a better plan than that. You have protection from insurance contract law. You have precious metals from a falling dollar that Brazil, Russia, India, and China want to excommunicate out of their financial ecosystem. We got a plan for that, baby. Like, if you've been listening to us for a whole year, we have the solution. We know the financial storm is coming. We already know these things. You have to be proactive, guys. Pick up the phone, give us a call, 813-448-3446, or simply just visit us at cortezwm.com. The link is below this video. So safe money is huge. Now, within the safe money space, there's 3 layers of protection. First and foremost, an insurance company has to have cash reserves, period. They can't finagle around it. They have to have it. Now, there are some bad companies with shenanigans, and yes, we want to avoid those companies. The second layer of protection is they have reinsurance companies and organizations that protect the first layer of protection, which is the underlying insurance cover. So they have a reinsurance company that backs them up, typically dollar for dollar. So you probably are wondering, what is the credit scores of these insurance companies? And what if the life insurance companies are going bankrupt because all these people are dying? Well, the cool part about this is that most life insurance companies, particularly, they already planned for a Spanish flu. They call it act of God type of pandemic. And they already have that all written actuarially, where they can defend themselves from an electronic terrorist attack. They can defend themselves from a Spanish-like flu. They can defend themselves from an earthquake and have a catastrophic plan. They already been tried and true, and they're still in existence. They're also been around for over 1,000 years. They come from Rome, actually. These type of contracts. In the farmers. I mean, if you really, really look up deep into this, this is the oldest financial instrument in the world. That and precious metals. So it goes back to those 2 things. But we like insurance contracts because they give our clients a peace of mind, knowing that going to bed, you have a reinsurance company that will guarantee your principal. And it's growing. Right now, if you don't want to be in the index, you literally can make 4.5% guaranteed. There are contracts right now, depending on your state, you can make in 1 year 10%. Most states around 9.5%. If you're okay with only having access to 10% after your first year, you can put everything in a fixed bucket, get one with a bonus, a sign-up bonus, and walk away from the bank where you have your assets. The money in the bank, in my opinion, is not safe. They're lending like crazy. The interest rates are skyrocketing. Your money is so at risk. And honestly, my clients want more guarantees. And banks just can't offer layers and layers of protections. So give us a call. More than ever, guys, you have to have a plan to guarantee your principal. To be like Dolly Parton, ensure that you know what's, have insurance on your phone, your laptops, your car, your home, your life, your health. I mean, we have insurance because they're valuable to us. But many of you walking around in retirement with no insurance on your cash, no insurance on your retirement. It's odd. Oh, and by the way, that's because the red money advisors, they don't make money in the green money space. Ding, 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 ding. So as you do business with these big woke companies, they won't even cross the lines to the green money space. And the ones that are, oh man, it is crazy. So call your broker at Morgan Stanley, Edward Jones, all the big banks, and say, hey, I would like some guarantees on my money. They will laugh at you. Tell them what green money is. And they're gonna say, yeah, we don't have access to that. They don't get paid on this stuff. They typically are loyal to their firm and what they can only offer what their firm says they can offer. So also, it goes deeper than that. It goes to the state. So the state determines which safe money carriers and insurance companies they want to do business with and offer to their citizens. And some of the states that are very difficult to work with is the state of New York, Tennessee, Wisconsin, Michigan, Missouri. Believe it or not, the states like California, they're very easy to work with financially. It's weird how that works. What you think would be the hardest is actually not. The true test is the financial test. So we look at how conservative they are from a financial standpoint. If they offer safe money carriers, we know that they are a conservative state. If they're limited on how much they can bring on, we know that there's some shenanigans possibly going on. Like, why does Florida have over 90 different companies to offer on a safe money side, but a state like Missouri, Tennessee, Wisconsin only have a handful? Is their financial Department of Labor or their financial or Department of Insurance, do they have the best interest for their citizens? Just some facts, guys. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just talking facts. Like, why is it that you can't get these safe money products in every state? Just a question. Moving on to yellow. Now, yellow money is going to be our liquid account. Now, yellow money is 100. What you need to know about yellow, it's 100% liquid. There are fees associated with yellow. It's not a free account. There are 2% or less, depending on how much you have and what kind of money manager you want. It's not a cheap account because it's tactically managed. But what you want to understand is that tactical management has, this is not a guarantee, but they have these like seat belts or these bumper rails, these floors. You will lose money when the market goes down. Typically, what the money manager wants to do is they want to get out at that -7, -10, -13 number. Now, we use an individual brokerage account with a money manager that has a lot of sophistications with the softwares, artificial intelligence, a lot of what the big banks are using with their trading terminals. We use that to protect you. So you want to have a money manager that has billions of dollars in management, like who we're partnered with. And if or should the market crash, they're trading it. They're trading out of it. They're trading with it. We also are bringing on money managers that have the ability, like if the market does crash and the currency crashes, we have the ability to buy different currencies to offset it. So there's some good trade, foreign exchange trading going on in these accounts. We have the ability to bring those on because that is a huge thing right now. So we want to make sure that you're in a position to be able to benefit of whatever happens. Market crashes, market goes sideways, market goes up. You make money in your green money. You make money in your yellow money. You protect your money in the green money. You only lose a little bit in the yellow. Now, the problem with yellow money is if the money manager goes to bonds like they did last year and the market goes down 30%, a lot of clients have gotten hurt because the bond market crashed last year. So what they use for safety in the bond market actually was not safe. Vice versa. What they use for safety, like in paper gold or paper silver, actually shot up 10-20% in 2020. And that was just a safe bucket. And so these portfolios did extremely well. Now, I know you guys don't like paper gold or silver, but you need somebody to trade the markets, period. And that's what yellow money is. It is just a bucket of money that you're okay with trading. There's no physical gold here. There's no guarantees here. This is 100% liquid. It is costly. It's anywhere from 1 to 2% annually. There's no trading commissions. There's none of that. They just take a fee every single month. You divide their 1.95 fee divided by 12, and that's what you get billed every single month on the 15th. Typically, historically, that's what they do. And you don't write a check to anybody. It's just they have your interest at heart. They grow. They want to grow your accounts. If you lose money, they're losing with you. But what you have is an account that could trade and grow with you. Currently, right now, all of our tactical money managers are in treasuries making 4 or 5%. And we also even have a portfolio that just is treasuries right now, short-term treasuries making 4 to 5% a year. Get back in the market if it ever gets better. We don't even know. I mean, we are America. We've been through situations like this. China's getting stronger by the day. They're building roads to connect Russia and the initiative, the Beltline Initiative. They want to create this Panama Canal on steroids so they can completely drop us. But you know what? Trump said it best. We don't need them. We freaking don't need them. We're Americans. We are dependent. Energy dependent, not energy independent. The reason why we're giving everything away is because we all know that Biden sold his soul to China. They got dirt on him, and he doesn't want to get exposed, so he has to give up the farm. These guys aren't America first. They don't have America at heart. So I believe in America. I don't care what China, I don't care what the BRICS do, I don't care what the banks do. I believe in America. I believe in our spirit. I believe in a red, white, and blue. Those troops did not die in vain. I'll be damned if I go to my grave thinking that. They believed in our country. We have to honor them. We have to support America. Growing up as a son of a drill sergeant in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, in Desert Storm, I had a lot of friends that literally I was broke. I was just, my heart was just torn every single year. I'd create a good friend as a kid. We'll play together, go to each other's houses for dinner, play Nintendo, play sports, just get in trouble together, ride bikes, run into trees, great backyard football memories. We would be blood brothers. And next thing you know, I would get another neighbor tell me, hey, remember Terry, his dad was at war and he passed away and they got to move. Every single year, I've had friends move, close friends, blood brother friends move. And I remember crying in school, crying, and I didn't understand. The C-130s would just fly over my home, and I would freak out because I thought I was at war. I mean, they were so loud, and they were carrying tanks to go to Iraq. And I saw my dad pack his bags, and I was freaking out. And I remember praying as a family. My parents were like, Pops is about to go to war. Pops is about to go to war. And I remember almost losing my dad to war. I thought I was going to lose him. It was at that moment where I knew that we were powered by God. God's grace is so strong. Even when we're spitting in his face, he still loves us. Even when people are chopping off their penises and saying they're a girl and having a victim card, he still loves us. Even when we worship and have fun with an Easter bunny on the most sacred time of the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and we play with a stupid bunny, He still loves us. God, just have mercy on us, Lord. I look at the financial aspect of things, guys, and this red, yellow, green money, it's not perfect. But in my opinion, it's the perfect solution for what's going down right now. I've lost money for clients. Sometimes I haven't been 100% steward. I'm not perfect. But I would try my darnest to do the best I can for the client at all times. And it's been tough. It's been tough being in this whirlwind. You know, I was just a small advisor 2 or 3 years ago, trying to do the best for these people. And I've seen the 2008s. I've seen the December 2010s, and I want to be here for you guys. I want to be a voice. And I don't want to support the red money banksters. Don't want to. I've been disrespected so many times by the big banks. If you look me up, what's crazy is as a former stockbroker and a registered representative, I could only offer red money. And the moment that I even thought about the green money column, the red money broker dealers would tell me, hey, you can't do that. Or if you can, then you got to pay us to do that. And so I would tell the broker dealer, said, this is not a good fit. They're like, well, we want your resignation in by Friday. I said, you don't have to wait for Friday. Here it is. Did that 14 times in 16 years. So to the comments of saying, hey, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy's so unstable, blah, blah, blah. You don't know the story, homie. You don't know the story. And all the trolls that are on the podcast, you look stupid. You absolutely look stupid because you're a troll. and honestly, I like all the haters too. And you guys inspire me as well. So I say all that because red, yellow, and green is a great approach. So I want you to look at your portfolio. Look at your portfolio and have an honest conversation to yourself. What color is my money? Is it red? Is it yellow? Is it green? And then give us a call. Let us know your answer. Or if you want to get in the green money bucket or yellow money bucket, give us a call, 813-448-3446. Again, 813-448-3446. Or visit us at cortezwm.com. And as you guys know, I love our country. We got to pray for our country. Yes, China, Brazil, Russia, India, and China, South Africa, they want to go against us. This is why I want you to support American companies. American companies where you buy your hand sanitizers, your deodorants, your detergents, your house cleaners. Like, what is their mission statement when you go to Target and Walmart? Like, what is their mission statement? Why don't you do business with a company that actually has a mission statement that keeps God, country, and family first? If you want to take control of your household and buy American products from switchmyproductsusa.com. It's a self-sponsor of this show, and I personally can vouch for it because I love their stinking products. It's amazing. Knowing that my home is literally toxic-free, from the home fragrances to the cleaners to the soaps I'm using to the shaving cream that I'm using. Pretty amazing stuff. I feel good knowing that I'm supporting an American company that has God, country, and family at its heart. So if that's you, go to switchmyproductsusa.com. We'll love to personally send you a link. My team will personally love to send you a link. And it's really that simple. You buy your stuff from these woke companies anyway. You might as well buy it from a company that loves the same thing that you do. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy this podcast. I'm actually going on a marriage retreat this week. So pray for me. Pray for me. I'm not going to have my phone all week. I'm going to be giving that time to my wife and not restoring a marriage, but refining it, going it through a refinery process. Sorry, stuttering there. With that being said, God bless you guys. And real quick before I forget, James 1:5. If you of any lack wisdom, let him ask God, who gives you generosity to without reproach, and it will be given to him. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean unto your understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. So we have to trust God. He will straighten out your path, is what it's saying. Psalms 147:11. The Lord delights in those who fear him, who put their hope in his unfailing love. So let's ask God for wisdom. Pray about this process. Let it use your spirit of discernment. Use your discernment to see if it's right for you. Then give us a call. We are here. We've been doing this for a while. We're not a good fit for everybody, but we want to do business with God-fearing patriots. Okay, guys, I'm out of here this time for real. God bless. Bye-bye.